What's up guys, welcome back to another flea market grab video. If you guys are enjoying the videos, please hit that like button. It lets me know and it helps the channel grow. Go ahead and drop a comment down below. I try to respond to all the comments I can, and subscribe if you are not already and you guys do enjoy these videos. So let's go see what we can find this week at the flea market. How much is this? Five? Never seen one of these before. Complete. Classic for only $1. So I got the Tony Hawk, and then I also found a loose copy of Diablo as well. So I got both of those for $2 total. Yeah. Youth XL, unfortunately. See how much they want for it. How much is the shirt? $1. $1? Okay. Thank you. Should I cop? Alright guys, we are back. I'm going to show you guys the stuff that I picked up. Not gonna lie, it's a lot of video gaming and like nerd stuff. So if you guys are not interested in that kind of stuff, then this is probably not gonna be the one for you. Because for the first time in a very long time, I did not pick up any sneakers at all this week. As far as sneakers and clothing and stuff, it was pretty dry this week. But I did find a lot of other cool stuff. I usually do the video games first every week, but this time I'm gonna save them for last. Because the best thing that I picked up this week is actually a video game. It's one I've been looking for forever. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the clothing first. A couple things I did grab. I picked up 4 things. The first thing I picked up at Santos Laguna jersey. So I ended up picking it up for $2. I don't have it right now to show you guys. I actually already sold it. I picked that up yesterday, Saturday, at one flea market, and then I ended up selling it today. I met up with the guy who wanted it from Instagram, and I ended up selling it for $35. It did have a couple little flaws, which I showed him, so that's why I sold it for only $35. But that was more spending cash for me to spend today. So that was that one. Then the second thing I grabbed is this t-shirt right here. I paid $1 for it. It does have a couple little flaws. It's this Chicago Bulls tee right here by Lee Sports. It is a Youth XL, unfortunately, so I guess like a men's small. It's just the Chicago Bulls logo with the basketball, Chicago Bulls spelled out. And like I said, that's a Lee Sports size Youth XL. Picked that one up for $1. Found it in a box of stuff. It has this little tiny stain down here at the bottom, and then on the back on the bottom you have like this little tiny hole, but you can't go wrong for only $1. This next one I also paid only $1 for. She wanted $2 for it. I was gonna leave it because it has stains on the bottom and it has like some bleach marks on the back, but she said she would do $1 for it, so I figured for only $1 I'd go ahead and grab it. Maybe somebody will want it. It's this Spider-Man tee right here. It's a men's XL. That one's actually on a Pro Delta weight tag. And like I said, it's a men's XL. It's just blue. You got Spider-Man right there on the front. Be sure this is from like the Tobey Maguire era of Spider-Man. But down here at the bottom, I don't know if it's gonna come up in camera, but it does have like some bleach stains. On the back, you do have like a couple tiny little holes. And then it also has like some little light stains. I'm gonna just try to wash it and see what happens. I figured for only $1, I'd go ahead and pick it up. If anything, maybe I'll just wear it and, I don't know, beat it up some more, unless somebody wants it. And then the fourth piece of clothing that I found, this I paid $2 for. I think it's like a men's large, but the size tag's all faded. Most likely gonna just give this to my sister because she's a big fan of them. It's this Gorillas tee right here. Like I said, it looks like it's a men's large, so I'm just gonna see if she wants that and just give it to her. So that's it for the clothing for this week. Like I said, It was pretty dry. I didn't find no shoes. This is like the first flea market video in a long time where I don't have any sneakers to show. So the rest of this stuff is actually going to be video games and toys. Let's start with the toys, I guess. So for $4 I picked this up. It's this Exodia figure from Yu-Gi-Oh! I just thought it would make like a cool display piece. I went ahead and picked him up. Just thought it was pretty cool. Again, for $3 I picked this up. Again, this is probably, I'm just going to give this to my sister or my brother. They're real big Animal Crossing fans. Honestly, I got bored of the game already, the newest one that came out. But it's this villager right here. I think her name's like Bunny or something. I just picked that up because it was $3. These next little figures I paid 50 cents each. So I got all of these for $3 total. There's like these little Pokemon figures I found. The first one is this Feraligatr. And we got a Larvitar. We got Pupitar. We got a Skarmory, a Gengar. Hopefully these are coming up in the camera. And then a Dragonair. I got those 6 for $3 total. This one I probably paid a little too much for, but it is brand new with tags. And I might give it to my cousin if he wants it. It's this Knuckles plush right here. I paid $10 for it, but like I said, it's brand new. This is from '03, so it's probably from like the GameCube era Sonic games. You know, like your Sonic DX, your Sonic Heroes, that stuff. It's this Knuckles plush. He has like a pinhead. It's super clean, so I grabbed it for $10. Probably should have tried to get it for a little bit cheaper. I had been there for a while and I didn't really find anything, so that's why I grabbed this. This next toy is probably like the best toy I found. It's this 2001 Power Rangers Megazord right here. I forget what it's called. Hold on, let me look real quick. It's the Predazord from Power Rangers Wild Force. So it's like a crocodile, as you can see. But it like transforms into like the Megazord or whatever. The tail comes off, and as you can see, he transforms. So, funny thing is, as you can see, he's missing his arms. My friend that was with me, he actually picked up the 2 arms and bought them separately. Because we didn't really know what they were. We just knew they were from Power Rangers. So he ended up buying both the arms, and I think he paid like $3 for both of them. And then when I got home and I actually started like looking at it, I realized he was missing his arms. So then I looked it up to see what his arms looked like. And it turned out it was the 2 pieces that he got. It's like a shark and then like a wolf. So now I gotta talk to him and try to get them off of him so I can complete this Megazord. But even just the Megazord like this without the arms are selling for like $130, $120, which is crazy to me. Shout outs to Straight Edge MVP on Instagram. I actually found this first. And then when we were looking around, he found the tail for it. I was actually just gonna buy this and leave I didn't know the tail was there, and then he found it and gave it to me. So shout outs to you. Because without him finding the tail, I probably wouldn't have found it. It was like underneath the piece of the table. Ended up getting that for $3, and now I gotta talk to my other friend and try to get the arms for it. And then these next 2 toys I actually picked up for $3 each. They're both 1998 Godzilla toys. This one is this Godzilla egg right here. You open it up, it has a little dinosaur inside of it. On the bottom you have 1998 Treadmasters. Slowly starting to learn more and more about the vintage toys. Trying to do more research on stuff like this so I can learn about this stuff too. And then the second one I picked up from that guy is this 1998 Godzilla right here. I'm pretty sure it's like 14, 15 inch. Unfortunately, his leg is broken, as you can see. It comes off. But I figured for $3, maybe somebody would still want it. So I went ahead and scooped that up. So that's all that stuff. Now let's go ahead and get into the video games that I found this weekend. First thing I picked up for $5 is this Xbox 360 Mad Catz arcade stick. I can't imagine myself playing with this because it's kind of weird. But I seen that people were buying them for like $30, $35, so I went ahead and scooped that up. And it still has the breakaway cable attached to it as well. For $2, this is actually something I don't really use. It's for the Switch, but I thought it was really cool because it's a Breath of the Wild version of it. It's these like handles that you put your Joy-Cons in, so that way you can hold it like a real control. But as you can see, this one is a Breath of the Wild one. You got Link right there, and then it has like gold grips. I figured I'd grab this and just throw it over there. Better than using the generic regular one, I guess. Actually, before I get into the video games, I picked up one Blu-ray, which I forgot. This one's funny because I picked it up just because I thought it was cool and I've never seen this movie. It turns out it actually has value because I guess it was like a Best Buy exclusive or something. It's this Venom Blu-ray 4K Ultra HD Steelbook. As you can see, you got Venom right there on the front. But I scooped that up for $2, and yeah, turns out it actually has value to it. Most likely I'm just gonna watch it since I've never seen it. I've heard good things and bad things about it, and then I'll just end up getting rid of it. These next 2 games I paid $2 a piece for. The first one I will be getting rid of. The second one I'm actually gonna keep because it's one that I've actually been looking for. But the first one is Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City Special Edition on the PS3. Slipcover's a little beat up, but it does have the steelbook. It is complete with the manual. This is in great shape. The only problem is on the top of the steelbook, it does have a little dent. but it was only $2, so I went ahead and scooped that up. And then the second one I picked up for $2. This is the one I'm keeping. It's a copy of Dark Cloud 2 on the PS2. And again, that one is complete and the disc is actually in pretty good shape. Never played the Dark Cloud series. I remember when they first came out and people were saying it was like the Legend of Zelda killer. But now nobody remembers the Dark Cloud series. So I don't think it did very well. But I heard they're pretty good, so I wanted to get this one. The second one is the harder one to find. But I still need the first one, I don't have it. I'll find it eventually. These next two I got from the same vendor. I paid $1 each on them. He had a table of stuff and he told me everything on the table was $1 and all these two were on the table. The first one is a copy of Tony Hawk Underground on the Xbox. Black label complete and everything, in great shape. Everybody's always talking about how they missed the Tony Hawk like Pro Skater series. This is the series I missed, the Tony Hawk Underground series. Underground, Underground 2, and American Wasteland were great games. I wish they would make more like that, but they don't. Now they're like remastering the older ones, so maybe one day they'll remaster these as well. Then the second one I got, this was actually in a big like CD book case with some other PS1 games, but this was the best one. That was only $1. Unfortunately, it is loose, like I said, because it was in that CD case. But it's a copy of Diablo on the PS1. Paid $1 for this game, and I'm pretty sure loose like this game is still like a $60 game. I gotta look and see, but definitely not too bad for $1. Won't be keeping this one. I was never a Diablo fan, and I honestly never even touched my PS1 anyway. And then the last thing I picked up, definitely the best game out of all the games I picked up. So technically, I did get this from the flea market. I did not find it. Again, shout outs to Straight Edge MVP. He had told me that his friend was actually selling this, and I told him I was definitely interested in it. He told me that he wanted $60 for it, which is an amazing deal. This game, loose disc only like this, goes for like double, probably more than double that. And it's one that I've been looking for forever, so I'm finally happy to finally add it to my collection. And it's a copy of Path of Radiance, Fire Emblem on the GameCube. I have never been like the biggest Fire Emblem fan, but recently playing through Three Houses, that's like by far one of my favorite games that I played recently. So it makes me really want to go back and like play some of these older ones. And I was already on the search for this one before I played Three Houses, because it's like, I wanted it just for my collection, honestly. But after playing Three Houses, I really wanted it to play. There's other games like that are more expensive, you know, like your Gacha Forces, your Cubivores, like that stuff. But that stuff I'm not really trying to get right now because I know I'll never play it. It'll just sit on my shelf and collect dust. But this one I really wanted because I know I'm gonna play it eventually. And this is the one where Ike first makes his appearance, I'm pretty sure. So I paid $60 for the loose copy of it. But I was looking online and like loose copies were selling for like $150. And then like complete with the manuals and case, we're selling for like $230, so it's crazy. So when he told me that his friend only wanted $60 for it, I definitely wanted it. And this is one I can mark off my list. And now I just gotta find the case and manual, which people are selling that alone for like crazy amounts. I'm super happy to finally mark this one off the list and add it to my collection. So those are my flea market grabs for this week, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please hit that like button, it lets me know. Drop a comment down below and subscribe. And I will see you guys next week. Hopefully I'll have some sneakers and more clothes to show you guys. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video anyway, and I will catch you guys next week with another one. So later.